Okay, good morning everybody. I'm here in my living room with my dog Cash, and come here. And what I want to do is provide another example of the difference between operant conditioning and language. So we finished class off on Thursday with an example of a dog named Bunny, and Bunny uses this button board, and when Bunny presses the buttons will say different things like play or mom play. Bunny want mom play, and Bunny can string together a few button presses to form a phrase. Now the question really is, does Bunny and other dogs or chimps, great apes, do they truly have the capacity for language, or are they merely engaging in behaviors which will be associated with rewards? And for dogs and chimps and great apes and ourselves included, food is very much reinforcing for us, especially when we're very hungry, and that is a primary reinforcer, which means that we innately are driven to seek out food, and then when food is provided to us, that is reinforcing. It's a reward. So a couple reasons why Bunny's button presses are not examples of language. The first is that Bunny does not spontaneously engage in these coherent utterances that are stringed together through the button presses. But in order for us to truly and empirically establish that what Bunny is doing is not, in fact, an example of language, is we have to be able to test if the dogs, the chimps, the great apes truly understand the meanings behind the words, such that their owner may be speaking, or that the buttons are saying when Bunny presses the buttons. If the dog understands the meaning behind the words, or simply just knows that when Bunny presses certain buttons, then the Bunny will get the reward, which is food. So the example that I'm going to provide is I have trained Cash to give a high five. All right, so I've trained Cash over a series of days to, when I say high five, he will give me a high five, and then I'll reinforce him when he does that. So he has learned that when I say high five, which is the discriminant stimulus, and he gives me the high five, then he will get a reward. Now, how do we know that Cash is just doing this to get a reward, versus does Cash really understand the meaning of high five? Right, the meaning of high five, which means to clap my hand with mine. So what I'm going to do is, and Cash doesn't know it, but I have some treats in my pocket, and when I give the discriminant stimulus, which is high five, you'll see that Cash will give me a high five, and I'll give him a treat to reward him for that behavior. But you and I all know that the phrase high five is not the only way to get somebody to clap your hand, right? So we know the meaning of this expressive phrase, high five. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to present Cash with a similar phrase. What I'm going to say is clap my hand, all right, and see if Cash will do it. Because if Cash truly understands the meaning behind this phrase, high five, then he should also clap my hand when I say clap my hand, okay? If not, what that tells us that Cash has, associated the discriminant stimulus high five with his behavior, and I give him a reward for that, but he doesn't understand the actual meaning behind the phrase high five, meaning to bring my hand to, bring his hand to mine and give a little clap there. Okay, so let's hope this works. All right, Cashy, come here. Come here. Okay, sit. Okay. Stay. Okay. Sit. 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 I don't have anything right now. Sit. High five. Good boy. Good boy. Let's try it again. Sit. High five. Good boy. Okay. Let me give you a treat. Good boy. Okay, let's do it. Let's try one more time, okay? Cashy, high five. Good boy. Good boy. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me do it one more time. Sit. Cashy, come. Come. Sit. Sit. High five. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. All right, Cashy, sit. Sit. Clap my hand. You do anything? Clap my hand. Let's try one more time. Put it here, pal. See? Nothing. All right, so what this tells us is that, yes, Cash has associated the discriminate stimulus, which is high five. He's associated that with the behavior, and when he engages that behavior, he gets a reward. So that's why what Cash is doing is not considered language, because what we've established is that he doesn't truly understand the meaning behind that phrase, because when I use other phrases that would mean the same thing, meaning put his hand to mine, then he doesn't engage in that behavior. All right? All right, I'll see you all later.